Hey everybody, welcome. My name is Michele Swaczyna and I am a vegan chef with freezerfit.com. And today I'm going to show you how to make 10 vegan-friendly freezer meals in only 30 minutes. All of these meals are healthy, whole food plant-based. Some are plant-based if you're new to vegan cooking. Some have oil-free, and most of all, and most importantly, they all just taste really amazing. Now, the concept of freezer cooking is something that has changed thousands of people's lives. And in this class today, you're going to learn how you're going to save so much time by doing this. Because one, they're easy to prepare, the meals practically cook themselves, and you're only going to need to clean up a single dish after you're finished eating. You're also going to learn today how freezer cooking can save you literally thousands of dollars every single year, because you're going to be finally able to take advantage of the bulk shopping deals that you find in your grocery store, and you're going to be able to store these meals in your freezer for up to 90 days at a time. So it helps with not wasting food, and it just helps you be a little bit more prepared and on top of things. Now, as a thank you for you guys for staying till the very end of this cooking class, you are going to get a cookbook that looks just like this, sharing the 10 meals that I'm going to share with you today. Now, in addition to the meals in the cookbook, you're also going to get some free customized labels, look like this, and also you're going to get a free grocery list that you can just download and print, and then just bring with you to the grocery store. So sit back and relax. There's no reason to take notes at this point. Let's get into the recipes. All of these are really delicious and some of my absolute favorites. So let's get into the first one, and that is Southwest corn chowder. So let me just get to my page here, make sure I've got everything in. Okay, so with this, I've got these lovely reusable bags right here, which are really helpful because you can just reuse them. You know, you buy them once and you can wash them with just a little bit of soap and water and just keep using them. They're very eco-friendly. I've also got these bag holders to help me out. And if you're a little clumsy in the kitchen like I am, these are kind of essential. They make cleanup and prep much easier as you go along. And yeah, so let's get into it. I'm going to be using a pound of sweet corn. Pour that from the bag right there, as well as 5 garlic cloves and a red bell pepper and half of a sweet onion. And all of those are just diced up. I'm also going to be adding in a cup of red lentils. And then I've got my spices here. I'm using smoked paprika, cumin, and garlic powder. There we go. Meal one, done. Okay, now, if you're wondering about how many people these serve, all of the meals that I'm going to show you today serve 6 people. And let's just move over here. Our second meal is Beyond Bolognese, and I've named it that because I'm using Beyond Burger. You can use the ground Beyond meat, or you can use an actual Beyond Burger and just piece it up. So for this recipe, I am using onion and garlic. I'm also using baby Bella mushrooms, and I'm using, this is the Beyond Burger meat there. And it really mimics a meaty bolognese sauce, but keeps it vegan and cruelty-free and really, really delicious. I'm gonna add in my tomato paste now. Straight from the can. There we go. Go. And then also my spices. I've got bay leaf and thyme and oregano and basil. Okay, so you can't fully see it, but down below I've got 3 compartments that really just make putting these meals together really easy. I've got a trash, I've got a compost, and I've got recycling. So as you are going, it makes things much faster to just be a little bit organized, and also it's more eco-friendly. So next up, what we're going to be doing, oh, and I did forget to mention, if you guys are interested in purchasing these bags or the bag holders, which are super essential, if you stay till the very end, along with your cookbook, you will be getting a link on where you can buy the bag holders, the bags, and other freezer fit tools, other freezer cooking tools that will be really essential as you begin to do this and make it a way of life for yourselves. So before we get into the next recipe, which is a vegan sausage and kraut recipe, what I want to do, because I'm super curious, is I'm going to pop a little poll up here for you guys right now, and I want you to tell me what benefit of freezer cooking are you most looking forward to? Would it be saving time, saving money or getting fit. Now for me, it's all about saving money. I've saved so much money freezer cooking in this manner. And I think that it's a wonderful way to save thousands of dollars. And just so you know, all of the groceries that I bought to make these 10 meals, I spent about $130. I'm making 60 servings here, so that's $2 per serving. So that's really super affordable. Okay, so let's get into this vegan kraut. Now for this, I am using 1 medium onion. I am also using half of a tart apple, a Granny Smith. Works really well. I'm gonna get all this in there. There we go. All the way in. I'm also using a little bit of olive oil, a cup of water. I've got spices like caraway seeds, juniper berries, and salt in there. Very essential to that kind of Eastern European sausage and kraut. This is homemade sauerkraut, but if you don't make your own homemade sauerkraut, you can absolutely just buy sauerkraut at the store. And I am using, how much am I using? About 24 ounces of sauerkraut here. So I'm just gonna pour that in, get in. This is a favorite around our house, to be honest with you, because my husband is from Poland, and initially when we went vegan, you know, Polish sausage is kind of a big deal in the Polish diet. So this is something that is a wonderful kind of substitute for him. I really love it, our kids love it, and very healthy meal, and comes together really quickly when you are actually ready to eat it. One day I'll get all of the sauerkraut out of here. Hopefully it's today. Come on, sauerkraut. There we go. Okay. Now, done with that. Got all my stuff here. Okay, so done with that. You see how easy this is? It's just literally putting things in bags and you're prepared and ready to go. Next up, another favorite around here, well, actually it's probably one of my favorites, is a tofu scramble. Now, something that people miss a lot when they go vegan or they start eating more plant-based foods is eggs. And so this is my sub for eggs. I've got a 14-ounce block of tofu that I've drained and kind of just crumbled into egg, you know, scrambled egg looking pieces. I have got, what else do I got here? My onion and my garlic, a little bit of vegetable broth, soy sauce, nutritional yeast, mustard. There we go. Get in there, little guy. And I've also got a drained can of diced tomatoes. And that is that. A great thing about freezer cooking is that you're never gonna get bored of these meals, because as you see, when you prep like this, you have variety from all over the place. You can literally tour the world via cuisine, which is kind of cool. So it keeps things really exciting and fresh for you guys. Okay, next up, we're gonna be doing some oven roasted cauliflower fajitas. Now, these are great because you can eat them alone, or you could wrap them up in a tortilla and make it kind of a plant-based Mexican night. So I've got lots of veggies here. This is done on a sheet pan in the oven and super easy to assemble. I'm using cauliflower, obviously, for oven roasted cauliflower fajitas. And I'm using some sliced up onion. And then I've got tri-colored bell peppers here. So red and yellow and green. This one's a full one, so let's see if we can get it all in the bag. There we go. That might be a little bit difficult to close, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Okay, and then just a little bit of water and olive oil. With these recipes, I try to keep the oil low. There is some olive oil in it, but like I said, some of the recipes are completely oil-free, and some just use a light amount of oil. So that is oven roasted cauliflower fajitas. Whee! There we go. Head over here. Now, actually, I want to show you something that's pretty interesting about these as well. Do you see these labels here? These are wonderful because once you have done a lot of meals, you actually have everything, you know, labeled in your freezer. And that's really important because maybe you made things a little while ago and you're like, what is this pile of food? But now you know, because there's labels on it. And so in the cookbook here, And also the labels, you'll have the instructions on what you need to do to cook this meal. So that means you or anyone else in your house can cook these meals. There's also going to be a use by date on there that you put on, and then you know that you're eating fresh food. You want to keep your freezer meals up to 90 days in the freezer. So lots of things there with the labels that make it super helpful. Let's make these. These are Chinese spicy garlic noodles, one of my favorites. Now I'm using rice noodles here. But you could feel free to experiment with any kind of Chinese noodle. I really filled this one to the brim. Okay, so this is very simple, very much like a Chinese takeout. I think you guys are gonna love this one. I'm using a package of rice noodles, which I'm just gonna dump in there and maybe just reconfigure a little bit. Come on, guys. There we go. And then I'm using a cup of soy sauce. And I'm using chili garlic sauce and some olive oil. And then I've got some maple syrup, right? Let's see, I'm going by my, maple syrup and rice vinegar here. And you can totally eat this just as it is, but what I love to do, and I've given you the option in the cookbook, is add some bell peppers that are sliced up. Once it's done cooking in the Instant Pot, it just steams up really nicely, and it's just like having takeout, but you never have to leave your house. So we have that. Okay, put this down here. Okay, what's next here? Now, I just want to take a minute before I get into my next meal, which is going to be a mushroom risotto. I'll get all this up here. In case you haven't heard about freezer cooking before, I just want to take a little bit to tell you about the Freezer Fit membership. Now, we are a freezer cooking membership site, and what we have here is, of course, beautiful cookbooks. We also have hundreds of amazing recipes and at-home workouts, but really so much more. Once you're within the site, you can customize all of your food by cuisine type, diet type, cooking method, and also just customize it to the amount of people that you are cooking for. Once you've got your customized recipes, all you have to do is either print or download your shopping list, head to the grocery store, and you're good to go. It's really easy, it's simple, it's quick, and it also is really healthy. The wonderful thing about all of this is that you're making your meals so far in advance, you kind of get a hold on your life. I'm going to pop up a link right now on your screen. It's going to be either below the video or to the side of the video. And what this will do is give you a one-time special on a Freezer Fit membership. If you're enjoying this class so far, you're really going to enjoy the membership, and I think that you're going to get a lot of value out of it. Okay, let's move into our mushroom risotto. I have got, I got a full bowl here. In here, I've got arborio rice, I've got 3 diced shallots, and some garlic. So I'm going to put that right in here. I'm telling you, these bag holders are very essential for me. Okay, we've got all of our mushrooms, which give a lovely flavor to this mushroom risotto. Get in there, guys. And then some unlikely pairings, which would be some, I got some spices in here. A lot of nutritional yeast gives it that cheesy flavor. And paprika and garlic powder. I've got, what else do I have in here? A little bit of rice vinegar and some vegan butter. And that is that. And I love to have that risotto topped with some fresh arugula. Totally optional, but really brings out a really nice flavor. Fresh arugula and even some toasted almonds. Yum. Good, good, good. Okay, so that is that. We're moving along here. Now, I love eating a vegan diet. I've been a vegan now for over 12 years. I think it's a wonderful and healthy way to eat. It not only is wonderful for the environment, for the animals, but it's also, I feel really good about feeding my family this way. So the next thing that we're gonna move into is Indian dal, another one of our family favorites. And very simple, comes together really quickly, but tastes super authentic. So I've got a sweet onion, I've got garlic, ginger, and serrano peppers. That's what I've got in this bowl right here. Put that in. Okay, and then I've got 1.5 pounds of gold potatoes. Ooh. And I like using gold potatoes because here's a little trick. You can peel them if you want to, but they're thin. Their skin is so thin you really don't have to if you're trying to just save a little extra time. Then I've got a cup of dried lentils. And I've got my spices here. So I'm using bay leaves, as well as ground cumin, coriander, turmeric, and a little bit of salt. Toss that down in recycling and place in bowls. Okay, there we go. And then at the time of cooking, I add a little bit of coconut milk in here. So good, so simple. Okay, now let's talk about servings here for a moment while I'm pulling up this next meal, which is gonna be a vegan barbecue pulled pork. You can make that into a sandwich or you can just have it alone, so good. Now, all of these servings, like I said, are for a serving size of 6, but if you have a large group of people, you can always double or triple the servings, and it works out fine. It's really easy to do within the website. If you have a small amount of people, what I would suggest, I've got 2 suggestions for you. You can either take all of this in the serving size of 6 and break it up into 2 of these bags, and then that way you cook it fresh each time. Or you can cook it as a serving size of 6 and then have leftovers for lunch at work the next day, which to me makes it extra bang for your buck, because now you've made dinner for you and your family, and now you have leftovers to take to work, even less time to spend on things, as you're rushing around in the morning getting ready for work. So that is that. So for this vegan pulled pork sandwich, I'm using jackfruit. Have you guys had this before? Really good. Really mimics kind of that pulled pork texture, and the taste is beautiful. It takes on whatever spices you choose to put in it, and so I think it lends well, so well, to a pulled pork, vegan pulled pork. So I'm using a half a cup of ketchup in here. I'm also using, I've got all my liquid here in one, apple cider vinegar, liquid smoke, which will give it that authentic smoky taste, some maple syrup, and now I'm using some tomato paste. I'm using 2 cans of tomato paste. Gives it that nice thick, kind of barbecue-y flavor when it's all mixed in with the spices. And then the spices that I'm using some brown sugar. I'm also using smoked paprika, salt and pepper, and garlic salt. And yeah, that's it. Easy. Pour these guys in. Get all the goodness. Come on, guys. There we go. Okay, yeah, done. And then take my cans, put them in the recycling. All right, for our grand finale, this is another one of my personal favorites. My kids love this. My little daughter loves sweet potatoes. So this is something that I can easily make ahead of time, prepping it just the way that I'm showing you, and then pop it in the oven when we're ready to eat, and we've got a whole meal here. So these are sheet pan roasted chickpeas and vegetables. Kind of has, with the spices, you can play with whatever you like, but the spices I'm using are garlic powder, cumin, paprika, and curry, and black pepper. And this really transforms the vegetables, really makes it into something very special. I've got my chickpeas here that are drained. I'm using veggies like bell pepper and some chunks of red onion, very important to this meal, tastes so good. Some broccoli and some peeled and chopped cubed sweet potato. I'm gonna put my little bit of olive oil and water in there. All right, now I'm gonna show you, wash my hand up real quick, what you need to do. What you need to do here to seal the bags. And it's really simple. Now, just take it out of there. When you seal the bags, you have a couple options here. You can, of course, stir it around or shake it if you want, or you can just put it, squeeze out the air and then just leave it as it is. It really isn't gonna make any difference to your cooking when you're actually ready to eat this. And what's great about these meals is that you're freezing them raw. And so when you actually go to eat them, you're eating them fresh the first time that you cook them. So imagine yourself coming home from work after a very long day of work, like we all have, we're all super busy, and not having to spend an hour in the kitchen. Now you can take that time, you can take that hour, you can spend it playing with your kids, you can spend it working out, you can spend it really doing whatever the heck you want. It's like getting back your time, which is so essential in this busy kind of life that we live in. It's a total game changer. No more stressing about grocery bills, no more stressing about what you're gonna eat, heading home to the grocery store, traffic, all those things. It's all there when you open up your freezer, and you can literally choose whatever you want for that night. Okay, Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about how I would go about cooking these. Now, if you've got, most of the meals are done in Instant Pot or Crock Pot, some are done in the oven, some are done on the stove top. And so say you're doing your Instant Pot meal. Let's see, what do we have right here? Not an Instant Pot meal. But say we've got, okay, our tofu scramble. And what we're gonna do is, go home and then decide what you're gonna eat. Pick the tofu scramble, for example, and then you're just gonna run it under cool water for a quick thaw. And once it's break-apartable, is that a word? You're going to then dump it into the Instant Pot, and you're gonna put it on saute for about 5 minutes just to release any extra liquid so that it can come to pressure. Then you just follow the cooking instructions either within the cookbook that you're gonna get or on the label here. And you cook it for the amount of time that it says. And that is literally it. Now, if you want to do your meal in the crock pot, then you would freeze or thaw the meal the night before in your fridge. And then when you're ready, you dump the meal into the crock pot and you follow the cooking instructions. And some crock pots have that option with warm where you can cook it and then you can leave it on warm for 6 hours. So potentially you could even do that before you went to work, keep it on warm, and then as soon as you walk in the door, you've got a meal ready, hot, and it's like you have this chef best friend who's prepared all these meals for you and is cooking for you and lets you get your life back. So I think it's really great. Okay, sealing these guys up. Let's see here. 2 more to go. Oh, another really important thing that I want to mention to you guys is if you're cooking for a really small amount of people, say like 1 to 3 people, then you're going to want to decrease the cooking time ever so slightly. And you're also going to want to decrease the amount of cooking liquid within the recipe ever so slightly. Because if there's too much liquid in the crock pot or in the Instant Pot, things can get mushy and nobody likes that. So, last meal here, got our Beyond Bolognese here. Zip it up. Okay, done. Now, how easy was that? That's 10 meals. It's only been 22 minutes. We're good to go. Now, before you get your free cookbook in your email, I just want to share with you a little video sharing how a Freezer Fit membership has changed literally thousands of lives. I'm going to quickly show you how a Freezer Fit membership makes it so easy to find amazing, healthy freezer meals, as well as generate a custom organized shopping list, and it really makes your life so much easier. So the first step is just choosing a meal. As you can see, we have tons and tons, hundreds and hundreds of recipes. All of these can be frozen raw. So you can either search for a recipe by name. So let's search for a stir fry, for example. Okay, and you see that there's a vegan option and there's also a non-vegan option here. You can also search by diet type. You can search by cuisine or chef, cookbook, cooking method, protein type, ingredient, or dish. Now, for example, let's just search for something that is both vegan and can be cooked in crock pot. Now you'll see how easy this is. Good, look at that. All of these meals can be cooked in a crock pot, and they're all affordable, easy to prepare, and freezable for 90 days. All healthy and delicious. Now, let's go ahead and pick this Ethiopian stew. This is a popular one with our members. Okay, on the left here, you see that all the ingredients are right there, and then we've got the cooking instructions, and if you scroll down, we've got the nutrition facts, so you know exactly what you're putting in your body, and you can add a comment. And then if you scroll back up, you can add it to your favorites. You can customize the recipe by adjusting the serving size. Now, as I mentioned, all the serving sizes will be set at 6. However, you can customize it to how many people you are cooking for. So let's say we're gonna cook for 4 people, and then the ingredients change. Now, in case you didn't see that, I'm gonna go back, and I want you to keep an eye on the ingredients. So now we're set at 6, and now you set it for 4 people, and the ingredients changed. Really easy. Now, all you have to do at this point, you can download the label for your freezer bag here, you can print your new custom recipe here, and most importantly, you just add it to your shopping list. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we've got that in there, and just for the sake of this example, let's go ahead and go back and pick one more recipe to add. We're just going to easily click this button that says Add to Shopping. We're going to do the vegan enchilada casserole. Okay, now we've got both of these recipes going, and now watch this. Right here is the secret sauce. So all of your recipes, based on a serving size of 6, they're all adjustable to your shopping list. Just enter how many people you're serving and how many of these meals you'd like to buy at the store, and watch the ingredient totals adjust for you. So let's adjust the vegan enchilada casserole to 4 people, and say we want to make this meal twice, and we're going to change the meals from 1 to 2. Good, and just like that, we've got a customized shopping meal. So if you already have an ingredient, or if you're cooking for somebody with an allergy, say like a nightshade vegetable like a red bell pepper, you can just delete that ingredient, and you don't have to cook with it. And say, for example, you already have ground cumin at home, you could delete that knowing you don't have to buy it. And what's cool about this is that in less than 30 seconds, you've got a completely customized shopping list, and you can go through the aisles in the grocery store, because these are grouped by section. So we've got produce, we've got herbs and spices, canned goods and soups, miscellaneous, frozen foods. You get the picture. I love this feature. It saves so much time. So you're saving time, you're saving money, because you're buying precisely the right amount of ingredients, and it literally takes less than a minute of your time. So these recipes and shopping lists are not all. If you join in the next 24 hours, you're going to get all of our cookbooks, which are right up here. So many beautiful cookbooks. You're also going to get free VIP access to our private Facebook group and our email list, where you're going to be notified first when we upload new recipes, do live cooking classes, and when we add new chefs to the site. And you're also going to get a huge exclusive discount on our at-home workout programs, which we offer as well. Okay, so if you're thinking about signing up today, I'm going to head back to my homepage. I strongly encourage you to do this, because for the next 24 hours, I'm going to be offering a huge discount to everyone who took the time out of your day to join me for this class. So to sign up, either click the link above, below, or to the side of this video. But if you don't see that link, no worries. Just go to freezerfit.com/vegan. That's freezerfit.com/vegan. Okay, so as you can see, our membership is usually $197, which for all of the extra free time this is going to give you, all of the extra money you're going to save on your food bills, and all of the positive effects that these delicious, healthy meals are going to have for your entire family, this price would totally be worth it. But I really don't want price to be an issue. I want you to just join today. I want it to be a total no-brainer for you. So today only, we are offering our Freezer Fit lifetime membership for only $97 as a thank you for taking the time to go through this cooking class with me. Let me repeat, that's a lifetime membership that is just $97. That's a $100 discount off what the membership normally sells for, as long as you buy right now. This is a one-time charge. There's no hidden fees, no recurring payments, no random payments that hit your credit card in the future. $97, and you are a member of Freezer Fit for life. While you think about that, I want to encourage you to take a look over this page. You can read the testimonials from real Freezer Fit members who decided to join right here, and you can review the basics on the membership, what it works, and if it's right for you. You can learn more about us and so much more. So once you decide that Freezer Fit is right for you, and if you've stuck with me this far, I'm sure that it is, you just add it to your cart. And just like that, the price will be locked in. And then you just want to enter your email and create a password here. Once you're done, just add your credit card details, or you can pay with PayPal, and then just click place order now. Okay, and that's it, and then you're done. The last thing I want to just remind you of, and this is really important, this deal is only guaranteed for 24 hours. So I really encourage you to join now, because I know how things get, and you'll probably forget later. I know that's what I always do. I'm sure that there'll be people who reach out to me in a couple days saying they watched the whole class, they liked it, but now their discount has expired, and the price is $197. Don't let this be you. I've discounted this membership because I really want these meals to make a change for your life. They've changed mine, and I hope that you commit and sign up right now. All right, thank you guys again. Your freebies are on your way to your email. Don't forget to check your spam and your promotional folders. I hope you enjoyed these meals and that you're really excited to get cooking. Happy cooking, and have a lovely day. Bye.